June has been a very chill month. April, went on tour. May, played some shows with Noah Chenfeld around New York. But June has been chill. Haven't been doing much, been working a lot. Just taking time, trying to relax a little bit. Next month, my brother's getting married in Vegas, and it's my girlfriend's birthday month. So that'll be a busy one, and I'm not mad about all the chilling. For at least the last week or so, Mystic's been covered in this beautiful fog. When I first moved to Mystic with my family, I was 3 years old. The year was maybe 1999, maybe 2000. Can't remember exactly, but it was around this time of year, and it looked like this every day. So it's a very nostalgic vibe for me. Growing up, I was very influenced and kind of changed by the Myst game series, most specifically the sequel to the original Myst game, a game called Riven, otherwise known as the sequel to Myst. When you start that game, you start on an island, and you quickly realize there's kind of islands darted all around you, and your goal is to find ways to get to those other islands and explore them. But you can't really see the other islands very clearly. They're obscured by fog and by kind of distance and parallax and fisheye blur, and I don't know, this makes me feel like I'm in that. It makes me feel good. In Adam Savage's most recent video, as of me recording this, it's called "Should You Choose a Job for Money or Joy?" In that video, he talks about surprising emotions, and I really enjoyed that phrase, surprising emotions. If you want to hear what he has to say about it, go check out his video. I'll put a link to that video in the description below, and if you want to, you can go check that out. What he said made me think of something that I would like to share. I've never considered emotions to be surprising before. Yet, all the time, every day, I'm met with all kinds of surprising emotions that I don't anticipate having. From the center, you feel like you have it all together and emotions come your way, and you either choose to, engage with them, or you choose to let them pass. And I think we all picture ourselves being very decisive and aware of this process. But I think the truth is that most of the time, emotions come our way against our will, and not only are we confused by them, but we are surprised by them. And our knee-jerk reaction to this surprise is to lie to ourselves about who we are, who other people are, and maybe the situation itself. We lie to ourselves about things to make ourselves feel better, to make ourselves feel more comfortable, more justified. And in my journaling video from just a couple months back, I was mentioning something about lying to yourself in your journal. Now, I personally believe lying to yourself in your journal is a good thing. I was listening to a Rick Rubin interview and I heard Rick talking about artistry as if it's writing in a journal. And he made a great point. He said, when you're making art, it serves you best to just be honest with yourself. It doesn't make sense not to be honest with yourself. It's akin to lying to yourself in your journal or lying in your diary or whatever. At first I was like, oh yeah, true. Who the fuck lies to themselves in their diary? But I'm a guy that does morning pages, and I realized I lie to myself in my journal a lot, because if I don't, I remain unaware of the lie. There's a little thin line that pops up when you start journaling where you're not really writing to anybody, you're not really writing for anybody, yet there is still this worry that one day somebody might read this. It's inherent, it's baked into the process. And it creates this weird line where if you lie to yourself and write down something like, well, he sucks, or I'm not that kind of person, I would never do that. And then, you write it down and then you kind of think to yourself, I don't know, that sounds like bullshit to me. I think I might be that kind of person, or it just feels wrong, it feels fake, That feeling comes, and then in the writing, as you're journaling, you write down, wait, I don't think I believe that. And it allows you to peek behind this curtain that otherwise you might have just unconsciously kept pushing off for later. And I'm using all kinds of weird, confusing analogies here that don't match up at all, and I'm really sorry. But, it's a loose thought, and I really enjoyed that word, or that phrase, that name that Adam has for it. Surprising emotions. They find you confused. You didn't anticipate this emotion, and now here it is. And suddenly that objective, like, oh, well, I'm just not gonna let things shake me. I'm just gonna be chill. Suddenly that doesn't make much sense anymore. That doesn't hold up. And I just wanted to come here and say, I think I've learned a lot through analyzing this, and I wanted to share it. It seems useful. I think you should safely lie to yourself in your diary. Don't lie to yourself around people. Try to be honest with yourself at every turn, but when you're doing your diary and stuff, don't hold back. Just write down how you feel about things, exactly how you feel about things. And if it feels like bullshit, look closer and write about it. Keep writing about it. That's the other beautiful thing. If you're trying to fill journal pages, the best journaling days for me, where I just can't stop and I keep filling up pages, are when I catch myself on a lie and I dive in and I try to figure out what is going on with me. And it's addicting, which is maybe not good, but it's just, it feels like something I just want to put out there. And if that resonates with you, give it a shot. Also, thank you, Adam Savage. At the beginning of the month, I went upstate to Woodstock to go make some music once more with John Notar. Went up there to make a track for WAVA Water. WAVA water is like a energy drink, but a little calmer. It's like a mixture between like coffee and an energy drink and carbonated water. It has L-theanine in it, which, if I'm correct, is the thing that's inside of green tea that helps you focus. So like when you drink this shit, it just like, you just get locked in. But yeah, we went up there to go hang out. Did like an impromptu kind of jam sesh, collected a bunch of sounds of him playing in the key of F minor, and made a little beat with that, which will be coming out on July 3rd, I want to say, I don't know. I've done a couple tracks with WAVA water already. I did this one really moody, kind of ambient, strange one, kind of an experimental song. And then I did a more four to the floor house tune. I'll link those in the description if you want to listen to them. So yeah, we just chilled and drank a bunch of WAVA and recorded a bunch of sounds. It was fun. You son of a bitch.